I was watching astrological video on YouTube, and there was a comment under the comment section. A guy said that, speaking of the transitioning, he's been transitioning. He has taken some. He has been going through hormone therapy, so now he's about to on the process of becoming a female. And I told him not to do that because biologically speaking, there's only XX and XY chromosome. And I told him that he should enjoy his all quirks and kinks to the utmost. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. He can be playful as much as he wants. This is life. Like, this is the college of earth. We should enjoy our creativity to the utmost. But I told him not to go through this hormonal changes, and also not to go under knife, because those doctors who proceed these surgeries, I think they are all psychopaths. Like, they are freaking psychopaths, and they are enjoying cutting people's limbs. And those people who, like, I watched some videos about vaginoplasty, and those people who gone through vaginoplasty, their vagina fell. Like, the vagina that they have, it's fell. They simply inverse the skin, the penis skin inside, like inverse. They do inverse like surgery, and then it fell off after some time. And yeah, like, I watched like so many such kind of videos, and I feel like those doctors are really psychopath, and those like pharmacy industry who let those people to get hormones, they just want them to rely on them. So I feel like, I don't know, like, people, and I read some articles about how in the indigenous society they have like they identify their spirit with many I wouldn't say gender, but I guess, I don't know, like they have like such thing that, I don't know the term, but I guess I had to use gender, this term. Like, they have many genders in the indigenous like community, and one of them called is two spirit beings. Like, those two spirit beings, they have both female, like feminine and masculine energies, so they could be seen as like very fluid. Like, they are neither too feminine or too masculine, and I am that kind of person. Like, I'm too spirited person. Like, I can be very masculine sometimes, and I can be very feminine sometimes. Like, it depends on my mood. As I said, like, this is like the college of earth. This is a playground. So, and this is my palette. My body is my palette. So I color it as I want it. But I don't have to go through like surgery, or I don't have to go through under knife to cut myself, cut my limbs. I mean, forget about my limbs. I wouldn't even allow them to cut my nails, like those psychopaths. So I think people shouldn't conform with this new transgender things. Like, there's only two gender. Either you either have XX chromosomes or XY chromosome. Like, there's not, like, you either born as male or female. Like, there are of course exceptional people, like there are hermaphrodites, um, who born with two genders. But other than that, there are only two genders. Like there is no third gender as transgender. Like there's no another gender. You either have vagina or penis, or with, as I said, you are hermaphrodite and you have both of them. But I'm not against to people who enjoy their quirks or kinks. Like as I said, this is playground. You can play as much as you want. Like you can be with whomever you want to be with. You can dress any way you want to dress with. Like you can do whatever you want. But I'm against to those surgeries, and I'm against to those hormone therapies. Like I'm against to those kind of things. Like those people damage damaged your body. And there are like so many young people, they are so conforming, and they are being groomed by all those psychopaths, and they are being groomed by really like sociopath, like psychopath people, by 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 manipulating them, by gaslighting them into thinking that, oh, you were born into wrong body, so you must go and have all these surgeries and all those uh, painful surgeries, and you must go through this hormone therapy because you were born into wrong body, which is not the case. You were born into right body. It's just that our spirit is fluid. We all, in some spectrum, like some people have more dominant feminine energy, some people have more dominant masculine energy. Some people simply have balanced masculine and feminine energies. And our spirit, like we are kind of like trans spirits. We are not transgenders. We are trans spirits. Like we transform day to day, month to month, year to year. Our spirit's energy changes all the time by the mood, by the environment, by the people we surround with. So we are fluid beings. We are fluid spirits. And I am really so against to those people, those young generation who convince themselves that they were born into wrong body. I think they are being under some manipulation, some gaslighting. Like they are being manipulated by some pedophiles or some psychopaths, yeah, into thinking that they were born into wrong body. I don't think so. Nobody was born into the wrong body. You can have feelings towards same sex gender person. You can sleep whatever you want with whomever you want. You can like anything, any object you want. Like there are even, like, I used to watch videos regarding how this there was a lady who get married with the Eiffel Tower in Paris. um I forgot the name of the term, but like objects sets, like fetish or something. Like you can get marry anything, any object, any person. You can, like, to be brutally rude, like honest, you can fuck anything you want, but of course with the consent. But don't damage your body. Don't damage your body. That's irreversible. Like I watch all those videos, people who gone through all those surgeries and all those horrible, horrendous surgeries, and they are so regret. Like they are so regret for what they have gone through, and I felt really horrible for them. Like I think we should be there for our kids, for our friends who who's going through the same mental virus. There is this recently I went to a conference, and in one of the lecture there was a professor. He was talking about how the new like kind of virus is that intellectualism. Like nowadays the social media, because everyone is talking is free. Like we all of us talking, whomever has mouths they talk. Talking is free, and so in social media right now everyone is famous, everyone is celebrity, so everyone wants to talk. And because of this, the consequence of this, the aftermath of this, is that now we are spreading anti-intellectualism, like we are kind of devolving instead of evolving. So we shouldn't be, like we should really do social media detox. Like we shouldn't be watching every BS that we watch, like that we see. We should be really mindful of what we are watching and mindful of what we are listening. And I really highly recommend those people who feel like they were born into wrong body, which I don't think so. I highly recommend to them to uh, see a psychiatrist and talk to some like therapy. Like I feel like, because I myself went to therapy, it was free because I'm in the university, and the person who was giving the therapy was um, paid by the school, so it was free for me. And I myself went to therapy to make sure who I am, and like to understand the things that I wasn't really aware of. And it really helped me so much. And I feel like everyone should go to psychiatrist first to check like there's anything wrong with my brain and with my, I don't know, like do I have any problem uh, neurologically. And then I really recommend everyone to see a therapist once in a while, especially those teenagers and those people who go through some difficulties in their life, or not sure of themselves, and full of anxiety. Like I really recommend them to go to therapy, and never to put a stigma on yourself, like never try to diagnose yourself with some disorders, because I think we all have all kind of names that like the names, like those exotic names that we talk about, we all have in some spectrum all kind of problem. Like nobody is perfect, nobody is 100% healthy. We all have something, some kind of disorder, but it makes us all unique. So I think, yeah, we have to accept ourselves, and we have to first know our pain body, like what gives us all these feelings, what makes my inner self going through this suffering, this torture, this uncertainty, this feelings. Yeah, I really don't think that we were born into wrong body. I don't think so. Like you can dress any way you want to dress. It's none of like it's not other people's business. It's your life. Although now I'm talking about why you shouldn't do surgery, is also not my business, but I as a human, although despite I often uh, verbalize by saying that I hate humanity, but deep down I really care about humanity. I don't want anyone to get damaged by some psychopaths by going through all those surgeries, or those horrendous surgeries, by cutting their limbs off and trying to make it something totally against the body, the nature of the body. That is so scary, and those, like, so, I don't know, anti-human, like inhumane. Yeah, I really wish everyone to be healthy, happy with their life, with their self, without conforming with other people, without being influenced by other people. Because ourself is what we have, our individuality is what we have. We shouldn't conform with other people. We shouldn't think that, oh, just because I want to validate the other person, or I want to uh, satisfy other people, because sometimes subconsciously we are actually trying to validate what other people say. We are actually trying to satisfy, please other people, what other people expect us to do. Especially those young people, they are being groomed by some pedophiles because they think that they were born into the wrong body, and so they think that, okay, I should go through all this surgery so that I will be good enough for this person, for this pedophile. So I really feel like we should be, especially those young people, those teenagers, those, they should really go through some therapy. And I really hope that those groomers, those psychopaths, get what they deserve. They have to be in the jail and get proportional judgment for what they do and what they did and what they have been doing to people.